Hello, I'm Brian Noble, CEO of Family Policy Institute of Washington.
And good morning, I'm Brad Payne with FPIW Action.
A couple of disclaimers before we get started. Nothing in this video should be construed as an endorsement of the candidate, nor the candidate's endorsement of FPIW, nor FPIW action. It's simply a public service to meet and greet the candidate. Also, this will be recorded and placed on several platforms. Brad?
All right, I get the first question, Lee. Pretty simple. Just want you to state your name and the position you're running for those that are listening this morning, and then kind of introduce yourself. And in this case, because it is a bit rare, maybe just a brief explanation of what a charter review commissioner is. And then lastly, talk a little bit about your family.
Okay, and cut me off if I go too long. Um, my name is Leif Schumann. I'm running for District 3, one of three positions in District 3 for the Charter Review Commission, which is a, a every decade event in which, for a 1 year period, members of the county are selected to consider revisions to our county charter, which directs largely, I think, um, has some kind of political reach that, for example, would affect how we vote, the numbers of districts, and various matters that could be found on initiative processes. It's a fairly obscure position, doesn't pay anything. It's fairly thankless.
And what county is
But
it? It's Whatcam County, is
Whatcom
that?
County, yeah,
Yeah.
but it's
Okay.
important.
Yeah.
And truthfully, I was asked to run. I said, okay. So I'm dipping my feet in the political waters for the first time ever as I approached the age of 80.
Awesome. Well, you're looking
There
good
we
for
go.
80.
Yeah.
There we go. What is motivating you? Just kind of answer that, but what is motivating you to run for office? You said someone asked you to run, or is there anything else
Yeah.
motivating you?
Well, I've been pretty involved. I mean, um, in a very local way, it matters to me the quality of life. It matters to me that there be social capital so that people of limited means can find resources. I live in a rural area of Eastern Washington. We are often described as a food desert. So I've been involved in the Foothills Food Bank Board, our Deming Library Board. I'm a member. Whatcom Land Trust Board. I'm a member. It just matters to me the experience in which you live. And I've been here 43 years. We've raised our kids here. We went to public schools. I was a public elementary school counselor. Um, and this is where I've invested myself. I'm sure we each make these choices. You know, the partner you live with, the place you want to live, and how you want your family to, what you want them to experience. Anyway, so I was asked by Sharon Shoemaker, one of our state senators, to run for this position, and so I said, okay.
All right.
Right.
That,
Well, so based on that, if you could maybe outline for us one or two concerns that you have about this position and how it would impact people in Whatcom County, and then maybe an idea of what you want to accomplish if you're elected into this position.
Yeah, and please understand, Charter Commission only has kind of a limited reach. That is, so the issues that might really matter to me aren't those that I can touch in this position. Although one I can. One is ranked choice voting, and I'll tell you, 6 months ago I had no idea what it was, but it's continually surfaces, and I think it has virtue not only regardless of political affiliation. It's you can go online and find videos that explain it better than I probably can, but it essentially means you don't lose your vote if you say on the national level. If you were undecided as to whether you want to vote for Kennedy or Trump, say on one side, or um, Harris or say Green parties, Jill Stein on the other, you can vote for whoever you want, because if your choice doesn't make the first cut, your second vote simply goes to your second choice. And if that doesn't make sense, go to the video. You Google ranked choice voting. But it's a way to salvage votes so that you aren't in the painful situation of having to decide not to vote for who you really prefer, but having to vote for a second best. And a lot of states do it. Alaska has ranked choice voting, and others at county and local levels. So anyway, that's something we can impact, and that's something that matters to me.
Awesome. Our fourth and final question is, are there any issues that FPIW action or FPIW works on or advocates for that you'd like to speak about? These are the 18 that we gave you. Things
Yeah,
like, oh,
well, gee, most of them touch me as a parent or a community member or a educator. And I don't have a list in front of me, but I went through it, and I'll bet you half of them matter, but I don't have impact in this role over them.
right,
So
right.
I sort of, you're just going to hear Leif Schumann talking as himself if I talk about it. I don't know if I want to go there.
Okay.
But they're important issues. I applaud you for wanting to pay attention to them. And here's what I really want. If you could have put down bridging the gap, I am so ready for this country to reach some kind of middle ground. I know people talk about it, but I'm really ready to abandon hardcore principles and move center just so we can get stuff done. I am so weary of screaming at each other to no good end. And anyway, I don't say it as a candidate. I say that just as a father and a husband and a person that walks the earth. I want to get stuff done. I want people to have jobs. I want schools to be quality. I want roads. I want roads. I want to be able to get down to SeaTac Airport without delays. Just stuff. So
Yeah.
there you go.
Well, I haven't given much commentary in these videos, but that is one of our motives for, we've had Republicans, Democrats, Independents, Libertarians. We've had all sorts on this show this last week, and that's just to
Yeah,
say,
I'll bet.
can we have a conversation? Not that we've agreed with everyone, but we just simply wanted to listen and show respect. So,
Well, and
oh, hopefully we didn't lose you,
Maybe so.
deep
Brad.
breath.
Oh, there he is.
All right, Brad, do we want to close this off?
All right, yeah. Well, we just want to thank Lee for his time this morning and appreciate hearing his ideas and his concepts. And so we wish him luck in the upcoming voting. So anyway, I'm Brad Payne with FPIW Action.
And I'm Brian Noble with FPIW. We want to encourage you to love your neighbor by faithfully stewarding the public square. Again, nothing in this video should be construed as an endorsement of a candidate, nor the candidate's endorsement of FPIW, nor FPIW action. God bless you. Go and defend and advance biblical values in the public square.